Hello YouTube, sorry it's been a while since I posted my last video. I've been really busy because we just bought a new house and we had to move, and all my tools have been in boxes, so I'm just trying to get organized right now, and I want to start off on the right foot in my new home, and I'm trying to get everything well organized. And one of the things I wanted is a lumber rack. Now I could have gone and built a lumber rack. I mean, it's not that hard, but realistically, this thing I bought on Amazon for $42. It's a company called Cast Force, and for 42 bucks and about 20 minutes to install, it's hard to beat. I would have spent a lot more time building my own, and this thing actually looks pretty nice, and it's incredibly rigid. So it's doing the job really well, and I'm really happy about the way it looks, and I'm really happy about being able to organize my my lumber in a neat way without having stuff on the floor. I'm trying to keep everything off the floor. As soon as I get my stuff organized, I'm going to go back to building my miter saw station. I'm desperate to get that thing done. Let me show you how I put this thing up. It's real easy. So I'm going to use this wall space just above my joiner to hold my lumber rack. And the first thing I need to do is find the studs. I'm going to use one of these stud finders to find the studs so I can make sure this is held securely against the wall. And these are the upright rails, and I'm going to use 48 inches between them because that's distance between studs, and that way I can get a full 8-inch piece of lumber on there, just have 2 feet overhanging on each side, and then I can put shorter pieces as well. So I'm going to start by finding the studs. Just kind of eyeballing the height. I need it above my head when I use the joiner. And I'm going to use one of these screws to mark the location of my first hole. Now that I know the location and the height of that I want my lumber rack, then it's time to assemble one of these uprights. Super simple. Take one of these screws, put it in the screw hole, and then the horizontal pieces have a little notch, and you want to make sure that notch rests against your screw. That's really it. The whole weight is held by that screw. It's kind of crazy. They say you can put 100 pounds on each horizontal piece. Let's do the next one. And that's really all there's to it. And you just continue on down the line until you have the whole thing assembled. All right, so I'm ready to hang my first upright, and you need the instructions say you need 2 3/4 inch screws minimum. Those are kind of tough to find. Most of the screws are either 2 inch or 3 inch. 2 3/4 are a little tough to find, but I did manage to find these. They're made by a company called Hillman at the Lowe's Center, and they're outdoor screws. I found them in where the decking screws are, but these are 2 3/4 inches, 1/4 inch thick, 1/4 inch diameter. So these should work really well to hold these down. And here's my assembled rack. And you got to use these spacers. They go on the back side. So I'm going to put the first one here. Hopefully it'll hold in with a screw. And I'll put it up against the wall and see if I can get this first one in. Alright, so it's hanging up here kind of loosely. And put the top screw in very much so I can slip these spacers in. Stick the screw through, have the screw hold the spacer. It's pretty close. Alright. That's plumb. Rock solid. I don't have a really long level, so I'm using a straight edge with this level. So I can find the height of the other screw. Putting it right in the center point of that screw and set it level. And my other screw height is gonna be right there. So if you guys are wondering if these Amazon lumber racks are worth it, I think they're a great deal. Yeah, I could have built my own, but it would have taken me longer to drive to Home Depot to buy some lumber to build one than the time it took to actually put this thing together. 15, 20 minutes. It's a nice sturdy design. It's rock solid. I think it's well built. $42 is hard to beat. My time is worth more than $42. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I'm going to be working on the miter saw station, hopefully finishing that up in the next week or two, and I'll be putting videos up of that, and I got a list of other projects that'll be coming here soon. You guys have a great day, and hope to see you soon.